Hey friends, hope everybody's doing good. Me and Jessie and Julianne, you can't see her, she's behind me, and Peter the cat. We're hanging out on the porch right now, and several of the kids have already been out and done morning chores, but I was taking care of business inside, and now it's my turn to go outside, but I figured there was time for a cup of coffee first. But we are playing catch up today in a good way because we just got home from Florida as a family, and it was such a great blessing and a really fun time together. It was exhausting, but in a good way. We were down there a part of a conference and then also had some family time on the beach. The kids had never, right, Julian? Had never swam in an ocean. We've been to Port Angeles, Washington, and it was freezing, so we didn't go in the water there. We've been up to Maine and the water was freezing.
Wasn't Washington we went on the boat tour thing?
Yes, and so we got to watch whales, but we didn't go swimming. So this was the first time that the kids got to go swimming in a beautiful blue, warm ocean water, and that was really fun. Anyway, we just got back, and I was just talking to Levi this morning, our editor and dear friend.
I think everybody knows Levi.
Everybody knows Levi. Levi, show yourself. Say hello. I was talking this morning how it always, like, yes, I love trips. I love time away with the family, like spending, really concentrated time together. But I also love coming home. And I love getting back to work. And of course, there's nothing like sleeping in your own bed. But I just feel like there's always neat things to get done. And, one of the reasons we're able to go on these trips is because we have amazing farm helpers that are just such a blessing. And this time we had somebody new to our farm, and she did an amazing job. She was just an incredibly effective farm sitter, very well versed in animals, and she took care of everything amazingly. So she brought nothing but peace to my mind when we were gone. So that was a huge blessing. Thank you, Sarah. And this is Peter. Yeah, Jesse. So it was a wonderful time, but it's good to be back home. It's good to get back to work. Continue to work in the garden. I know Julianne spent time this morning in the garden. We had something really exciting happen yesterday. So it was me and Josh and Elise were loading up, walking out of the house to go take Elise out for a birthday dinner. Elise's birthday is the 4th of July, so I'm not sure when you're going to be seeing this, probably shortly after, but her birthday's on the 4th of July, but that day's usually busy for us, so we went out. We were heading out of the house last night. We're dressed, to go out to dinner and all of that, and Josh he looks over on one of the peach trees, and he's like, there's a swarm of bees over there. There's a wild swarm. And very quickly, he called Julianne to action and Marie to action with the camera to capture it. And it's pretty cool when they're swarming. We've never had a swarm like that on our property that I can remember. But Julianne quickly put together a bee box for them, a hive, and got it all cleaned out and situated very quickly. We called up some farm friends that have a lot of experience with bees and with wild swarms and all of that. And so we called them up, asked them for some advice, and we quickly got into gear, got them moved into our hive. And when we came home from dinner, they were still there. They had all finished transferring into the hive, which is great because we didn't know. Most of the time, I guess you can identify the queen right away on the outside. We couldn't see her. We couldn't identify her. It was a huge swarm, and so we were hoping that she was in the hive, and she was. So because they all had migrated, by the time we got home, they had all migrated from flying around and kind of falling on the ground into the beehive. So that was really exciting. And this morning, they are still there and looking great. Julianne gave them a supplement of some sugar water this morning, some cane sugar water, just to kind of encourage them to stay and to start making that home. So that's exciting. It was really exciting.
It's just a
Got a bee on me. Different bee.
It was a fly.
Wasp. So anyway, that was really exciting and a fun surprise. Ended up having a really great dinner for Elise's birthday. Took her to one of our favorite places. And then today we're back at it. I need to make my rounds, need to go check on lots of different critters and make sure everything is looking good. This is kind of just turning into updates, updating you guys on life and everything, but we have had so much dry weather. I mean, I think historical dryness in the Midwest, lack of rain. And yesterday we were all like rejoicing because it rained the entire 2 nights ago, the entire night and most of yesterday, and it was a huge blessing because now everything looks green. I mean, we were like this close to having to order hay for the sheep and the horses and the steer, and we have never had to do that in the summertime ever. And you know what, right before the all-day rain, this was so cool. And I think, Levi, I think we have some footage of this that you can show folks, but between the RPS pump that we have, solar pump, and the K-line irrigation system, we were able to start putting water on the pasture. And that was such a huge blessing and answer to prayer because it was just not raining and not raining. And now we have a solution for when that happens. And that is so wonderful and so exciting. So we got that up and running. And like I said, we had rain, so we don't need to use it right now, but now we have it ready to go if that comes up again. Tell me about your garden. What's growing? We came back from Florida and what had come up?
Me and Taba have a little garden.
You and Tabitha, also known as Taba.
And it has carrots and what, Jules?
Carrots and dill coming up. So yeah, successful garden. I think the rain helped a lot too. So anyway, let's get to work. Let's get going on our day. So the morning, here, I'll get them behind me so you can see them. The morning that we were getting up and getting ready to go to the airport for our trip, and this is so typical, and I think any of you guys who have animals, you will agree that somebody always likes to throw in a surprise, like a trick play, you know, when you're about to leave on a trip. One, Murphy, our livestock guardian dog, got out the night before, and I had to go pick him up at midnight the night before we were leaving. And also we found a whole little group of baby chicks out with one of the broody mamas. She had been kind of hiding them in the tall grass, and so we discovered them literally the day before we left. And then when we came back from the trip, we discovered another batch of chicks that had hatched out, cute, because mamas had been sitting on a clutch of eggs separate, and we just let them. They were broody. We let them see if they, we wanted to see if they would hatch them out, and they did. So we have 2 mamas up here to keep them safe because they're not going to coop up at night with their babies, obviously, in our big portable chicken coop, and I don't want critters getting them. So we put them in this little portable hut up here so that they can get fresh bugs and grass and teach their chicks all the things they need to teach them. And we're watching a couple other mamas who are broody. So it's so fun to watch the mamas. They just know what to do. They're such good mamas, and they protect their babies and, just start teaching them. It's just so cute. It's so fun. Life on the farm. You can't beat it. One of the quirks of livestock guardian dogs, and this has not always been an issue, is they get out sometimes. Heidi, come here. She used to be the naughty dog. Now she's not. She's amazing. She doesn't give us any issues at all. She's a great dog, great temperament, great protector. She comes out here and she wants snuggles all the time. Murphy! But someone else is giving us trouble right now. I told you he got out the day before we were leaving for our trip, so that was one issue. And he's literally just jumping the cattle panel or the electric fence. Like, he's giant. He's not, she is so sweet, you guys. She will just, so Murphy's kind of giving us a run for money, so I came and let him off his lead. We're coming up with a solution actually for that because, yeah, he just wants to go check things out. He hears critters in the distance, whether it's coyotes or other dogs, and he just wants to go see what's going on. So he's only doing it in the middle of the night, which keeps us guessing. Also, because it's been the 4th of July, and I'll show you guys, look what he's done. So this has to get repaired because he tore this off the door. Yeah, I know it's fun to set off fireworks till, all hours of the night, which is what was happening last night and the night before and the night before. And I get it. It's a celebration and people are having fun, but it's a little excessive, and for dogs that don't like it, it's no good. So anyway, Sweet Murphy is having to get chained up these last couple nights because he is just not happy about the fireworks. And yeah, we're working on a system to have him over by the chickens so he can do his job over there. Anyway, love our livestock guardian dogs. They're the best, but they are just like any other critter on the farm. Sometimes they give you a run for your money, but not Heidi. Remember, if you guys have been following us, remember when she was so naughty, she would just bolt all the time? I'm sure Levi can pull up some footage from that. So it's cold, it's winter. The dog just got out, but now it's Murphy's turn to be naughty. And you're just a beautiful good girl, aren't you? Just a good girl. A snuggle. You want to snuggle. You always want to snuggle. Go play. Go play. Good puppy. You're so whiny. Got me with your tooth, man. Guys, clean water. Last but not least, I'm gonna walk out back. I guess we had some pretty significant wind. We lost a tree back here, actually multiple, I think. Now that I'm looking, checking on the sheep. They're back here by the creek. How you guys doing? Can you guys see those guys on top? What are you doing? What do you think you're doing, baby? Jesse, move. Let the babies get on. Whew, it's toasty today. I think it's supposed to be 88 and hot and humid for sure. We brought the humidity back from Florida. We got sheep moved to fresh grass over the creek. They're happy, and I'm happy too. This is one of my quiet places. Come in back here, it's peaceful, it's quiet. You don't hear any road noise really. You just hear the birds, you hear the creek. Get to watch the sheep back here, and I'm definitely grateful. I'm grateful to be home. I'm grateful for the life that we have and the opportunities that we have. And I'm even grateful for hard work. I'm sweating right now. It's like getting in my eyes, but I'm even grateful for the hard work because it means that we're doing something. We're doing something that is worthwhile, that's worth the time and worth the effort, and even worth the frustration sometimes. The benefits outweigh the challenges and the struggles. And I wouldn't trade it. I wouldn't trade our life. I wouldn't trade my family for anything. Yeah, today I'm just grateful. I'm grateful to be back at it, and grateful for the breeze that's going right now, which you guys can't see, cooling me off. So anyway, what are you guys thankful for today? What are you grateful for today? Let me know. We're continuing to pray for all of those of you who are in Canada, our friends there who are dealing with the fires. We're just praying for rain and for that to be done. So we are even feeling the effects down here. We're seeing the effects, I should say, with lots of smoke and fog cover and all of that smog. So I can only imagine what you guys are going through. So continuing to pray for you for that to be done and for just goodness to return. So anyway, we appreciate y'all, and I hope that you can find a few things to be grateful and thankful for today, even if it's the hard work. And yeah, so we appreciate you guys, and we'll talk to you soon.